It is February 15th, 2021. It is 6 degrees, wind chill of -15. Selena's outside taking care of the animals. And it's still coming down. Ashes from the stove right on the front porch because it's not going anywhere, and if it does, it won't matter.
So, as you can see from all that beautiful footage, we have gotten around, I think, about 6 inches of snow. It's hard to tell because the wind was blowing so hard that when I look on the roofs, it looks like only about 4 inches. But when I'm walking around in it, it looks like it's 6 or 8. So I'm going to say it's about between 5 and 6 inches of snow. It's very super cold, as I'm sure most of you have dealt with. Right through this one storm after another. Hello, polar vortex in the middle of the COVID with the Nazis.
Yes.
But it's not an apocalypse. Come on. I'm just being dramatic, calling it an apocalypse. No, I'm not. Okay, so it's beautiful. I love the snow. I could do without the bitter-ass cold, but I love the snow. We have wood heat. We have gas heat. We have electric heaters. So here, we're okay. Next door, because I didn't get that furnace fixed, as we've already talked about, I'm kind of just hoping that the power doesn't go out. Because if it does, I'm going to have to go. I don't have the heater doesn't work over there, but there is a gas cook stove over there, and I'll go and light the burners on it to try to keep the pipes from bursting. And as long as I can still drip water through the faucets and I can turn that on, I'm probably going to be okay. But it's going to be -1 degree tonight with a wind chill of -15. Right now, it's, what, 8 degrees here?
It's actually up to 10 this minute.
It's 10 degrees
Yeah.
here. But the wind chill
It's still -7.
is -7. So I worked out all that. You know, I got dressed the way I showed you that I got dressed. Okay. So here's the thing. You can either enjoy all this and enjoy the little adventure you're on, or you could have been completely unprepared for such a thing and just be screwed right now. So, not going to help you this time. Although some of this information may help you this time, it will certainly help you next time. Always keep hot hands. Get a bunch of them, always keep them. I have them in the house, I have them in the storm shelter. If push came to shove, you just keep busting them. They last for 10 hours, keep busting them, keep putting them in your socks, keep not on your skin, but between your 2 layers of socks. Keep putting them between your gloves. Put them in your pockets on your body, whatever, and it would help keep you warm in a pinch. Candles will help heat a small room. You know, if you have a bunch of candles.
Sterno.
Mostly have more than one way of heating your house. If you only have electric heat, you better have a generator. We do have a generator. If push came to shove, we could take the generator over to the other house, start it, and plug that house in. In fact, my son, the genius, has that house set up where you can literally just plug the generator in and it runs the whole house.
Right.
Now, I'd have to call him and ask how to do that, but it's there.
Yes.
I don't want to do that.
No.
I'd rather just light the gas stove and be done with it. Okay. There's always stuff you can do. I'm watching a lot of people are losing their minds right now because they've lost their power and they have no heat. Okay, they have no heat, they have no lights. One of the things that I do, that I always keep around, besides the hot hands, is bunches of candles. I also keep a kerosene lamp with kerosene, because a kerosene lamp will provide a bunch of heat and light. So, those things actually give light and heat, but what you've got to do is move to a smaller space. What I've tried to tell people is, you can put up with dramatic, insane temperatures like we're dealing with right now by going to your living room, or an even smaller room if you have one, and pitching your damn family's tent. Pitch your tent. Pitch your tent. Move your freaking mattresses into the tent if they'll fit. If they won't, pitch your tent on top of your mattress. Put your mattress on the floor and pitch your tent on top of it. Then you can just lay on the floor. Put all your bedding in there. Take blankets and cover your doors and windows. And make that as insulated as you can. And then you can heat it with a couple of candles or something. You know, if you don't have a tent, build a blanket fort out of a small room in your house. Cover up the doors, cover up the windows, and then light a bunch of candles and get dressed. Put some damn clothes on.
Layers and layers.
Layers and layers. Get dressed. You know, you can do it. You can cook on a candle if you have to. I keep Sterno in the storm shelter.
And a can in the car.
And I keep a can in the car. I have Sterno in the car. I have KY rations. That's not right.
No.
KY jelly. I keep KY jelly in the car too, but that's another story.
Yeah, no.
I keep K rations in the car. I keep K rations in the storm shelter. Your car should always be ready to go, but don't go out in it. If you don't, here's this thing. It's exactly the same as the pandemic, people. If you're going to go out there when you don't have to go out there, then you're making it harder for the people that do have to be out there.
Exactly.
Stay in. I was, by the way, 100% right about fucking Valentine's Day.
Yes.
We had COVID. We had a fucking blizzard. People were lined up at the restaurants in Fort Smith to go out to eat for Valentine's Day.
And bitching because the restaurants were full.
Fucking cars, and bitching because part of the restaurants were closed, and bitching because they had to wait in line. None of them had masks on. None of them were dressed for the cold.
Nope.
Half of them slid off the damn roads.
Yep.
We had literally dozens of fucking wrecks in this area. Stay your ass at home, people. Use your head. Be prepared. Don't be somebody that can't just look at the pretty snow and go, oh my God, that's beautiful. I'm so glad that I have some heat. I'm so glad that I have some light. I'm so glad that I might not have all my pipes freeze. Literally, the only fear I have right now is that the pipes at the other house could freeze if the power goes out. So that's a big fear. But I'm watching it. And if it does go out, I'll run over there and turn the gas furnace on. And if the water will keep dripping, that will keep the pipes from freezing. But at the end of the day, the main thing is to protect and take care of yourself. There are people that are going to die in this storm. There are people, God love them. There are people that are right now homeless in this.
Yes. There are people in their homes without water and power. Their water's not running.
Their water's not running. They don't have power. I mean, but there's okay. So I'm going to give you some simple things to think about and do. If you're worried the power's going to go out and you have a freezer full of food, guess what? Your freezer full of food in these temperatures, you don't have to worry about the food going bad.
Nope.
You have the power's out, you've got a refrigerator full of food, you're worried about. Close one of the rooms in your house and use the room for a refrigerator. That's how cold it is, people.
Not a bathroom, because then you'll freeze pipes.
No, you don't want to freeze your pipes.
No.
Use something else.
Yeah.
Okay, go outside and get some snow and put it in an ice chest.
If you have some kind of a container or carrier, you can put your freezer stuff in it or refrigerator stuff in it and put it outside. It'll stay nice and cold.
Yeah. But I mean, there's any number of things you can do so you don't lose your food supply in that way. Okay, you're worried about freezing your house and your pipes. Yes, that's huge. But if it comes down to it, you're going to have to take care of yourself first. And the best way to do that is to camp in your own house.
You should have containers full of water, too.
You should always have containers full of water. Everybody should always have. You shouldn't wait to do it. Everybody should always have containers full of bottled water. Whether they bought it or made it themselves. And our entire underneath this house is filled, in the crawl space, is filled with hundreds of gallons of water in juice bottles. That is filled to about that far from the top, so that if they freeze, which they probably are frozen right now,
right?
If they freeze under there, all I have to do is take them and thaw them. They're not going to bust. Okay? And people say, well, you can't store water indefinitely. Water goes bad. It's like, hello, I have a purifying pitcher. That's what I have it for.
Yeah.
Okay, I can boil the water on my wood stove. I can do. The thing is don't despair. Think.
Prepare.
Think about what you can do. Prepare is always good. But even if you didn't prepare, there are things you can do right now to save yourself and your family from frostbite tonight. It's as easy. You got cardboard boxes? Everybody has cardboard boxes right now, right? Put them in your damn windows. Put them 3 or 4 thick in your damn windows. Make some insulation value there. Then cover the window with a blanket.
Towel, anything.
Towel, blanket. Throw towels underneath the doors where the air is leaking in. Hang blankets over the doors where the air is leaking in. Do whatever you have to do. You got this. You've got this. You can do it. And this will hopefully come up before we get our next blizzard, which is on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But just use your heads and think about what you have that you could use at this time. Do you have hand-cranked flashlights? Wonderful. Everybody should have hand-cranked flashlights. Do you have hand-cranked radios? Wonderful. Everybody should keep a hand-cranked weather radio. We have 2, in case one goes bad. We keep one in the house. We keep the other one in the storm shelter. Everybody makes fun of me because I'm so paranoid. But at times like the pandemic, at times like now, who's laughing now, motherfuckers?
Exactly.
Put all your, if it gets really bad, put all of your freaking furniture in one room and use it for insulation. Throw your mattress. All of you sleep on one mattress. Throw the other mattresses against the doors and windows.
Yep.
Insulate the shit out of, take the smallest room in your house. Put up your tent. Get your sleeping bags out. Don't use your camp stove in the house.
No.
But you can run a kerosene lamp.
Yeah.
You can run a kerosene lamp. You can run a kerosene heater if you know how to do it.
Just be careful.
If you're using a generator, don't put it in the fucking house.
Oh, God.
Put it outside. Don't put it in the garage that attaches to your house. Put it outside. And then use it sporadically. Pretend like this is going to be here for the long haul. Because people, one storm after another, you better start rationing now. Ration your wood supply. Ration your water supply. Whatever you have to do. Use your heads. You got this. Right now, if you still have water, fill your damn tub with water. Fill some bottles with water if you don't already have that. So that you're ready if the water goes out. Right now, do it. Right now, get ready for if the power goes out. Know where your candles are. Know where your lamp is. Know where any other, I don't have this kind of heat, but I have this kind of. From now on, make sure you have more than one kind of heat. This thing of being all electric, that's a bad idea unless you have a generator.
Right.
And most central heat and air units, they will not run on a generator.
Nope.
Unless it's a ginormous one.
Yep.
And they're usually wired directly in, so that's not going to cut it. So, be prepared. Use your heads. Okay, fun things like, maybe your house isn't getting warm enough. Maybe like us, part of your plumbing is under your house. Most of you guys probably, your plumbing's under the house. We've vented our dryer so that it runs under the house. It runs under the house, and when we run the dryer, instead of all that hot air going outside, it goes under the house. So we can run the dryer. Running the dryer will help keep your house warm. Running the hot water will help keep your house warm. You're having trouble, say your electric heat goes out, but you have a gas water heater, just keep filling your tub with hot water. When the water gets cold, let it out and reheat. Do it. Mm-hmm. That will keep your bathroom. Maybe you have to move into your bathroom. Do whatever you have to do. Stay warm. Have a good time. Don't be a dumbass.